Alright guys, Smith City here for Smith City Product Reviews. Well, I'm here with a beer, got Michael Jordan behind me, and I want to talk to you about Ben Simmons. Now, Ben, if you're watching this, man, you're going to have to understand how business works, yeah? And so, by you stalling and by you creating a situation where you don't want to report to camp and you don't want to go and play another game for Philly, understand where the flow on effect from that is. All right, and so you're creating this negative self-image around you. You are basically saying to every other organization that you're a basket case, that you're an absolute basket case. Now, who in their right mind is going to latch onto your contract, your large contract that you have, when you are a basket case? Now, I'm not saying that you are a basket case, but what I am saying is your behaviors around the situations that are happening leads other franchises to believe that you're a basket case. Now, if you swallow your pride and just understand this is a business, as much as you're trying to do the same thing about being a business and you don't want to play for a particular organization, understand this, yeah? Play the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Play the game. Go and play 10 games. Go and get 10 triple doubles. Still with the mindset that you want to be traded. Do you not think that then teams are going to be able to then come at Philly with a respectable offer? You obviously know your worth. Philly know your worth. So if a team is coming at you with Brook Lopez and DiVincenzo, Philly are like, not happening. Not happening. But what's the alternative? For Phoenix to just cut you and to buy you out? Organisation isn't going to do that. No way is an organisation going to do that. You hold too much capital value. And that's your own fault for being a good defensive player and the player that you are. But play the game, man. Play the game. It doesn't mean you need to like the game, but just play the game. Come and report to camp. Come to training. Show that you're a team player. Show that you're this. Show that you're that. And it's not necessarily to do that so for the fans or for Philly to get respect for you, or the coaches or the coaching staff or the trainers or anything like that, or the fans. Who gives a shit about that? You need to be playing the mind game here with other organizations. Or other organizations need to be like, this guy's switched on. This guy is okay. This guy is mentally stable. If they don't think that you are, they're not going to put in a good offer for Philly to actually make the trade happen. And so all that's going to do is you're going to just dig your heels in, dig them in deeper, and that will allow you not to be traded, because that will just provide a negative scenario where teams won't want to even come near you. And even if you do get, so let's just say this, even if you do get bought out, the further you go into this behavior, man, no teams will want to touch you. And no teams will want to touch you for the money that you deserve. That's the bigger thing, is you obviously are a max level contract player when you're playing, but if your behavior says anything otherwise, is teams won't want to pay you anything. So do the right thing by you, man, and report to training camp. Show your worth to other franchises with that mindset of wanting to provide information to other franchises that you are the type of player that you think you are. And then you'll get traded. That's just how the game works, you know. But if you sulk, you whinge, you complain, you're like, nah. Like no clubs want, no franchise especially in a multi-billion-dollar industry like the NBA, is going to want to touch you. So maybe have a little bit of food for thought and start to behave a bit differently. And it doesn't mean that you have to behave a bit differently for the organisation. Maybe you need to behave a little bit differently and act the part to get where you want to get to. That's it for me. Smith City out.